How is today's activity so far?
Well, so far we're going around the different places like the command center and the call center, basically monitoring what's going on. Well, it seems to be going well, except for, of course, a few locations where they have to replace some of the equipment or other paraphernalia are missing. But it's all within the expected margin of error in a national election of this nature.
So where concerns right now being raised? Is it mostly here in Metro Manila or different parts?
No, this happens evenly around the country. I mean, it's precisely this type of statistic problems, which should not be more than 0.5 to 1% of precincts out of 78,000 precincts. Basically, it happens randomly all over the country.
But based on the reports you're getting from the field, who are providing the reports? Is it just the PPCRV or you have?
No, the COMELEC, basically COMELEC BEIs and technicians are calling the National Support Center, which is the call center where they report any incident and they ask for support in how to manage and repair those incidents.
From what we've seen in the polling precinct, somehow everything has been very fast, although there were certain hitches, but that has been resolved quickly.
Yeah, well, it's natural that these things will happen mostly in the first hours of the morning while the precincts are being installed. Yeah? And during the day, you will still see some things that will crop out, but the majority happen in the morning, and that gives COMELEC enough time to fix so that the voting will continue throughout the day. So, of course, it is a stressful, huge when someone says, oh, there's 40, 50, 60 precincts right now that are presenting project. But if you put it in the context of more than 78,000, then you see that it's really the majority of the precincts are going very, very well. Actually, 77,950 precincts are going perfectly well. So that's more or less how the information should be presented. But of course, even if it's just a few places, COMELEC has to, in the most expeditious way, try to resolve those issues. And I think COMELEC is well prepared for that. They have enough spare machines, they have enough spare batteries, paper, etc., etc. So they can tackle any of these issues.
So you're even talking about the far-flung areas where anything can happen. Like, say, for example, the autonomous region of Muslim Mindanao, which traditionally in the past has been an area of concern.
No, but that's basically a different issue than the technology or the logistics. I mean, if there is, unfortunately, if there happens to be a security situation, it's a problem of a different magnitude, and it's COMELEC who deals with those type of situations. So let's just hope that peace is kept in the majority of the centers.
Now let's look at the canvas that will happen immediately after the vote. The precincts will close. How soon do you see results happening, especially maybe on the local level? Well, is it going to go parallel with your nationwide, with the Senate race?
No, remember that at 7 p.m. the precincts will close, and immediately transmission will happen to the different servers, municipal and central. So as long as the precincts start transmitting, the municipal board of canvassers can start proclaiming positions when they have enough votes to make that proclamation. Let's say if with 90% or 98% or 95% of the precincts they already know that the difference between the candidates won't affect, then they can make a proclamation.
You're talking about local, but what about national?
Yeah. So what happens is after that, then the municipal will move the COCs, the certificate of canvasses, to the next level, which is the provincial, and then the provincial to national. However, remember in the central site and in the website, you have the individual results as a copy. So there will be on results also coming from the website, but the law says that you need to wait for the ladderized canvassing to go the way of municipal and provincial. So that takes a couple of days because you need to wait to that every
so
unit.
How many days do we have to wait for the Senate race?
No, but tonight you will have already on the website around 50% of all the precincts will be there. So you already know the trend towards the...
Once you have the 50%.
Yeah, that will give you a clear indication of where the results are going.
How How's the source code? Is it working? Is it going to work?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the source code was reviewed already by SLI, the International Certification Agency, and they found no malicious code. They found it to be accurate and safe. So now the next step is just for the political parties to check whether what SLI said is compliant or not.
Any concerns? Any concerns that
None
is a rising
whatsoever.
rate?
None whatsoever.
So you think that after your performance in 2010, the same results would come out, that there would be no doubt about the accuracy and the credibility of the machines which you have sold to the Commission on Elections?
Absolutely. Because the automated election system is as safe and secure as it was before. There are operational issues that will always happen in an election because it's a very complicated process and system to deploy, but there's no doubt about the integrity of the results and the accuracy of the results.
Okay, thank you very much for joining us. Smartmatic, you're joining us for a very short interview here from the PPCRV, just giving us an idea how the system works and whether it will be a clean and credible elections as a result of the PCOS machines. For Hatol ng Bayan, this is Freddie Abando.